Today on the channel, the video you've all been waiting for. Or maybe not, I don't know. But regardless, how much did I make in 2018? And how does that compare to how much I've made so far in 2019? Real quick guys, if it's your first time stopping by and you are interested in more hotshot trucking videos, make sure you click or tap subscribe because that is literally all I talk about on this channel. All right guys, the questions I wanna answer with this video are, is non-CDL hotshot trucking worth it? 2, how much work do you have to put in to do a record year, to have a good year? What's required to have the best possible year? How much will you make when you have your best possible year? Like what's the total amount of money you'll make if everything goes according to plan, if all the stars align? And the last one, how does my 2018 compare to my 2019 numbers? How do they compare? If you're ready, strap yourself in, let's go. First up, we have, is non-CDL hotshot trucking even worth it? In short, yes, okay? But here's the thing, it's not for people that are lazy. It's not for people that are faint of heart. It's not for people that are looking to get rich quick. If you're one of those people, this is not for you. Now, in long, it's all relative because when 23-year-old Alex decided to get into hotshot trucking, the most I'd ever made before hotshot was, I have it written down, right? $47,946.99. That was my best year before hotshot trucking. And so to me, any amount over that would have been wonderful. And out of the gate, if you recall this video I posted recently, I compare the differences between hiring a driver and being an owner operator. But the point remains the same, that if you add those up, that would be my total gross for the year. And that was $129,571.29. That would have been my total gross for my first year. And so after I finished my first year, looking back at that, I was like, dude, hotshotting is way better than any job I could have had. And granted, that 129 grand was, I still had to pay the drivers, I still had to pay for maintenance and breakdowns. So, I mean, there's a good chance I maybe broke even, if not lost money my first year. But still being able to gross over $100,000 my first year, regardless of whether it's a loss or break even, I was hooked. I was hooked to grossing the highest amount of money possible. Okay, next we got, what does it take to achieve that goal? So let's say your goal is just like mine when I started, gross the highest possible amount. What does it take to get there? Just like for many other people in the transportation industry, my best year was last year, 2018. And literally just like with everything else in life, two factors or multiple factors played a role. First, there's what you can control, and I'll call that preparation. Second, there's what you can't control. I'll call that opportunity. So how was I prepared? 2018 was the start of my third year in the business. And what that means, by then, I really didn't consider myself a rookie. And what that means is I wasn't making rookie mistakes. And because of that, my wife and I really had some goals set out that we wrote down and we want to achieve. And so we mentally prepared for the upcoming sacrifices. Because you guys, I cannot stress enough how in 2018, I was on the road several times, my trips, right? I was on the road several times for over 8 weeks at once. And that's the preparation I'm talking about. That's like the hard work. Things you can't control is like prepare yourself, go out there, work hard, hustle hard. That's literally what I'm talking about when I say preparation. Okay, so now opportunity, things I can't control. Now, as many of you know, Donald Trump is our president. And whether you like him or not, whether you think he's responsible for it or not, that's not the point. The point is that at the time, Donald Trump was our president. And at the same time, the economy was getting better. Okay, so 2017, the economy is doing okay, the economy is doing fine, right? No complaints in 2017. However, at the end of 2017, Donald Trump signs the Tax Cut and Jobs Act right at the end of 2017. And one of the things that was in there was it lowered the corporate tax rate from 35% to 21%. And so 2018 rolls around, all of a sudden these businesses, all the major companies in America have a bunch of money that they were planning to set aside for taxes. Instead, the money's coming in and now they can reinvest into the business, which means more loads. But then, to make matters even better, so 2018 is already supercharged. 2018 is already off to a great start. The whipped cream with the cherry on top. In 2018, ELD became mandatory. And what that means is small little partials were paying close to full truckload rates. And what did I do? I take 3 of them. And so what does that mean for me? Let's stop beating around the bush and answer the important question. What is the maximum that you can make in a year hotshot trucking when literally everything is in tip perfect shape set up for you? When opportunity and preparation cross, how much can you make in a year? In 2018, I grossed, guys, all my numbers are written down, so I'm gonna be looking at my monitor, okay? But in 2018, I grossed $351,021.71. That means I averaged $29,251.80 a month. That means my average weekly gross every single week, 52 weeks out of the year, was $6,750.41. Now, granted, I didn't work every single week, so that number is actually higher when you factor in that I probably ended up taking, I don't know, a couple weeks off throughout the year. So that number is actually even higher, but not bad. How much did I actually take home? Keep in mind, I was leased under the entire year. So after you deduct the company percentage, after you deduct the fuel, the insurance, because I use their fuel card and whatnot. So after you do those deductions, and also keep in mind that this doesn't include trucker trailer payments, trucker trailer maintenance, or breakdowns or anything like that. In 2018, I was paid, okay, this is my 1099 right here. I was paid $214,547.28. That means my average take home in 2018 was $17,878.94 a month. And my average weekly take home, guys, this is take home, my average weekly take home was $4,125.90 a week. If you think you have my numbers beat, send me an email, youtube@towpiglet.com. I'd love to see how our numbers compare. So far, I've answered, is non-CDL hotshot trucking worth it? Absolutely. What does it actually take to get your highest, to gross the highest amount? I already, brought that up. That's several times a year. I was more than 8 weeks on the road. And then I told you what my number was for 2018, and I think that is by far the highest gross out there. If your numbers are higher, please share. But I think that's what it takes to get those kind of numbers. And the last thing is, how does that compare? How do my 2018 numbers compare to 2019? And this is actually why I didn't want to make this video earlier, because I would have nothing to compare it with, right? And so now that we're in July, we have the first 6 months of, I have my numbers for the first 6 months of how I did. And I can compare the first 6 months of 2018 with the first 6 months of 2019. So those numbers are, okay, in the first 6 months of 2018, I hauled a total of 61 loads. And on those 61 loads, I grossed a total of $164,903. Okay, that was my total gross on those loads. Now, that averages out to $2,703.32 per load. So that's 2018. 2019, in the first 6 months of this year, I hauled 65 loads. And my total gross on those 65 loads was $152,200. And the average load, basically, when you count it up, is paying $2,341.53. So that means I'm averaging this year, compared to 2018 numbers, this year I'm averaging $361.79 per load. So if you divide the average price per load, the lower number, which is 2019, by the average price per load of 2018, the higher number, we'll get 86.61%. That means that this year is only 86% as good as 2018, okay? And then you can flip that a little bit. That means this year I took a pay cut of 13.38%. I've made in the first 6 months of 2019, 13.4% less than 2018. I'll be honest, that's a substantial pay cut. And that's out of my control. You know what I mean? So I literally, right, did more work, because 65 to 61, I did more work for less money. And to be completely honest, unfortunately, I don't think we'll have another 2018 anytime soon. Ask yourself, is the corporate tax rate gonna change anytime soon from 21% to less? Probably not. Ask yourself, if Trump wins re-election, will the economy continue to do good? I mean, maybe, but from what I'm reading, we're due for a correction. But I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of sadness, depression, and doom and gloom. That'll be a different video. But really, there's two things I want you guys to get out of this video. You don't need a CDL to make good money. You need hard work, and that's preparation, and you need the opportunity, right? When that contract comes knocking, when that introduction is there, when you meet the right dispatchers, whatever it may be, hard work will bring the opportunity, and you need to be prepared for that. And the other thing is, you're probably going to have a record-setting, life-changing, amazing, high-grossing year. It just won't be your first. So don't expect that. And the final thing is, that because I probably know what you're thinking, is like, oh, Alex, where's all your money, huh? And guys, understand that my first year, I just explained that I lost money. You know what I mean? And my second year wasn't that much better. So one really good year doesn't make up for two really rocky, rough start years. And so that's why I just need to keep working. I need to keep at it, and hopefully the long-term hard work will result into something that's much, much greater, than the individual years on their own. So hopefully all around, I'll be better off in a few years than where I am now. Certainly, I'm better off than when I started, but I just need to keep at it, keep working. But this is probably why you should subscribe, because I'll keep doing update videos and how things are going. So that's why make sure you're subscribed. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below, what are your thoughts? Did I do good? Did I do bad? Let me know, especially if you're a hotshot or a semi-truck owner operator. How do your numbers compare? Is your price per load way better or way worse? Is your total gross way better or way worse? Let me know. I look forward to hearing from you guys in the comments below. And lastly, the last little bit, if you're an owner operator that's looking to lease under, send me an email, youtube@towpiglet.com. I might be able to point you in the right direction. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.